Long because there was a car alarm started at 1 a.m. under our window, and it didn't stop weeping until 6 a.m. So I couldn't sleep all night long, and in the morning I asked the neighbor that, weren't you disturbed by this car alarm? Mayo, 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 mayo. Big time. Some people are leaving now. Why? I don't know. I don't like communists, but we are democratic, I've already told you. Again, it's social, moving around. No problem, okay. Anyway, what I wanted to tell is what I forgot. So, by the way, I just noticed that tonight we don't have any female performers. I wanted to have this, but I couldn't find my high heel shoes. That's what I like. Want to lend me some? Anyway, now I'm here in Taiwan, and I always came by airplane. Almost each of us are relaxed when flying. I'm almost. Because, when they start the plane, they always say it's a non-stop flight. And I always tell the stewardess, please put me down in Taipei. Or give your non-stop flight. What? He's frightening. Non-stop flight. And then the stewardess, who is intelligent, asked, so Taipei is your final destination. And I always tell them that each destinations are final. That's why we call it destination. So why to say final destination? What I really like on the airplane, when we arrive above Taiwan, immediately they say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Taiwan. Those people say it who traveled with me on the same plane. They welcome me here in this country. How could they get here before me? We can't understand. And then they started wonderful pictures of Taiwan with some wonderful music. And they sing that Taiwan will touch your heart, but they say some sentences, some warning. For example, let us remind you that carrying any kind of drugs in Taiwan lead to death penalty. Taiwan will touch your heart. Really interesting. They frighten me that I will be killed, and I can feel well here in Taiwan. Thank you very much. It's just like when a patient is coming out of the doctor and says, doctor, what did you say? Snail or shark cancer? But do you want to have a coffee? Something like this. And I'm always afraid that China will take over Taiwan. I'm always frightened by this fact, but then some ideas come to my mind that Taiwan has two very strong weapons against the whole world. The first strong weapon is thinking tofu. I came here to Taiwan in 2005 for the first time, and I walked down the street and I felt some smell, and I saw that nearby the houses didn't have water for long days, so they couldn't go to take a shower. And later on, I just noticed that there is a little shop making this wonderful food. Another strong weapon of Taiwan against China is karaoke, which you can enjoy mostly in southern Taiwan, as far as I know. I also enjoy it sometimes. What's more, once I saw a karaoke vending machine on a ship. It was a big ship. We went to Bangkok Island, and I noticed there was a big TV screen, under it there was some kind of machine and a microphone in it. I couldn't think, what can it be? And then a lady approached with some fancy sexy hair, surely, and inserted some coins, put the mic down, chose some songs, okay, and it started. First, it was interesting because some Chinese traditional melody started, and suddenly 80s Euro disco, Casio synthesizer, and music started, and the lady started to sing a totally different song. At that time I was the only audience, everybody else escaped. And then the song ended, the music too. She applauded herself, put in my bag, and went back to his little cabinet. I was really shocked, but I saw that here China has no weapon. And in fact, I like Taiwanese and Asian pop songs too. I think it's the same song. They just always give some new title to it, new singers who look the same, mostly girls, and some boys who didn't want to be born as a boy, but never too late. And the music always starts with a romantic piano, and they start to sing. I can't understand Chinese too much, so, but in fact I asked my wife, who studied it, if she understands what they sing, but she says sometimes it's not very easy to understand what they sing about. I think the song is very easy. The content of the song is 我爱你, must be the meaning. That's all the same, and then you can enjoy. So this can be also a weapon against China. But the other songs Japanese also have, Korean also have. But I have a wonderful story to share with you from the communist times that you can't know, because we also had communism in Hungary. We also had similar stories in the dark 50s. Of the communism area in China. Party leaders one day just noticed that, oops, soon Mao Zedong's birthday is coming. We must give him some present. What can it be? Party leaders were in trouble how to surprise Mao, the great leader. One of the party leaders came up with the idea, okay, let's visit the great painter in Peking, you know, in the street. There's a great painter, he paints wonderful pictures. Now let's ask him to paint a wonderful artwork with the title Mao in Moscow. They went to the painter, asked him to create a picture, Mao, Moscow, and the painter said, okay, 3 days later please come back. 3 days later, party leaders returned, checked the picture, Mao in Moscow, and they got really surprised. What they saw, a naked woman and a naked man happily together. Are you going crazy? Who's the naked woman? Mao's wife. Who's the man? The postman. Oh, in Moscow. So, anyway, for the last minute, I want to share some news with you because you spend your night here, and I never watch TV in Hungary very rarely. Here in Taiwan, sometimes I turn on the TV and I see the news and similar shows are totally the same like in Hungary. Mostly criminal news. Sometimes they show Mao, not Mao, Ma Ying-jeou. Amongst the criminal news, he has very wonderful bright teeth. And interesting hair, not natural color. Little color. Anyway, let's see the news for today. According to some reports, in Africa there is such a huge dryness that the people take part in every demonstrations where the police use water cannon. The police is looking for a sexual molester. Anyone who feels he could do something with the police officer's ugly daughter, please checking out the sports. A synchronized swimmer has drowned, so did her teammates. The strongest man of the world is now a hitchhiker who stopped a truck with his thumb. And then, on the TV, they always start some report shows when some tragedy happens. In Hungary, we also have that soon you will see the boy who has such an ugly face that in the zoo the monkey offered him a banana. Now let's see the first report. The first report, you know, there is a little village down in Hungary, and in that little village lives a man who can speak only one word, nothing else, just one word. Now, let's see the report. Excuse me, do you know the man who lives here and he speaks only one word? Yes, 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 yes. So you know him? Yes, 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 yes. So you're friends? Yes, 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 yes. And you often talk to him? Yes, 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 yes. They say he's a bit stupid. Yes, yes. You also think he's stupid? Yes, 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 yes. And he speaks only one word? Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, isn't it you? No.